Hello, and I'm Vince McMahon. Welcome to Wrestling Rocks. I'm John Bodie. This is Brandon, and welcome to our podcast. Put all the women and children to bed because we got mature audiences only. Not for me, for this guy over here. He's uncensored. So get ready. Are you ready? All right, so we're just gonna kick on in. I thank you for tuning in to our first podcast. This is episode one. Episode one. And I just want to talk about one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. Took last week on AEW Dynamite. The Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. That's the first time I've been watched the match for 30 minutes and was totally into it the whole way. The crowd was just, uh, I was crazy. What do you think about it, Brandon?
I didn't fast forward it.
Yeah,
It
like
was
some
good.
other shows. Oh yeah, yeah. And I was good to see Brian Danielson back in the ring since he jobbed to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Well, he and Edge, but it was just phenomenal, and hopefully they sign the match for the next pay per view because I definitely want to see a title match for that in the near future. So
Oh yes, definitely. You know he's gonna get the title shot. He has to.
yeah, it was
I
too
mean,
good. The people were going nuts. That's the best crowd reactions I've seen since Cena and Punk in 2011. I have to say.
well, I would say that probably the biggest eruption since, well, if you go back to what year was that? 99.
Hmm.
Mick Foley winning the title
Oh yeah,
when Austin.
and Shivani told him that. Oh yeah, that's going to put asses in the seats, and then
Yep.
all the
And
people get tuned in to watch it that
and
night.
still that reaction from that crowd from that night still gets talked about
Yeah, it gives
as
me
the
goose.
biggest pop.
Yeah, it gives me goosebumps because my two favorite wrestlers won the title that night. The Hogan with the punt, the finger of death. Kevin Nash goes down. Oh, he still won the title. And Mick Foley, my favorite WWE superstar at the time, won the title. Steve Austin. That pop from when Steve Austin came out was, oh man, I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
And
I miss
he's
those days.
and then the famous line, you ruined it.
You ruined
You
it.
ruined it.
Well, that was Tyson though, right? Tyson and
Oh
Austin.
yeah, Tyson said it, but
Tyson and
he
Austin.
was throwing a
You're
hissy
getting
fit on the
old, man.
side.
You hearing your hearing's all right and everything. You okay?
Oh yes, I'm good.
He's on his fifth cigarette. He's been in. I think he's got a little bit of the
Two,
nerves too.
two.
You know, those
Get
things that kill.
yes.
I'm not going to go through the whole card, but that match is definitely match of the year. I would say Dragunov and Walter was my second favorite match of the year, but that match was the best match of the year by far. I think not even close.
I'm not trying to show any favoritism towards AEW, but I would say the second match
Well,
for
you
the
got the
year for
damn shirt
me.
on.
Well, yeah, I still watched WWF when it was WWF over
Oh,
WCW.
Panda's crying.
Uh, I mean,
You
hey,
said WWF. Panda's crying.
I call it like I see it. No,
My shot, your shot, your
my spot.
my spot.
Um, no, I was gonna say now.
Oh wait, well,
I am
well,
getting old.
you are Alzheimer's. Go to the doctor for that, man. Nah, that's all good. We're we're just we're gonna roll on to
Right there, right
hey
there.
hey 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 hey
All timers.
hey Brandon, you ruined it. All right, we're gonna go into
It's MA.
all right. No, you need to calm down. All right, we're gonna go into Extreme Rules. Was Sunday. I gave it 4 stars overall. Every match on the card got 4 stars except for the main event, which I was surprisingly 5 stars in my opinion. Wasn't as good as Daniel Bryan and them, but I just thought it was a really good pay per view overall. You got it was nice to see uh, Big E pin Bobby Lashley, legit, and I just love Big E's push. I think it's far from overdue. Big E, I always thought he's just as strong as Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley. He might be even be stronger. This guy can bench press almost 600 pounds, plus the charisma he always had. He's already going into the Hall of Fame with the New Day. And it was nice to see him finally get the title.
You want me to give you my opinion of
Yeah.
Extreme
Yes.
Rules?
Yes.
How can you have a pay per view called Extreme Rules
I knew you were
with
going there.
one match had a chair shot in it,
Yeah.
and they had tables in the last match?
Yeah.
How?
I agree.
I am.
I saw a meme that said normal rules. They should have called it
Yes.
normal.
It, it
Hay
you,
fever.
I mean, yes, the card was good, but I mean, it's called Extreme Rules.
I
I mean,
know.
at least
For the love
last
of
year.
God.
I mean, last year, shit, they had the fucking swamp. I mean, the swamp match basically with Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt and Braun.
Yeah.
I
Who are
mean,
not on the
at
TV no
least
more.
at least they at least
Not
they
with WWE no more.
yeah.
Is
I mean,
it getting dark in Virginia or something? Or
yeah.
are
I
you
got
Darth Vader?
I got to sit in the car because where I live at, the good service is
Service,
is
yeah.
right where my
You out there.
car is.
You're out there with them folks out there.
You know what I mean? And
You yeehaw.
here in a minute, I'm gonna step out. But I got family and everybody right outside. They're getting ready to leave.
No, it's all good.
So you know,
I think it's kind of cool. We don't know what you're like. Delirious H2O, one of my favorite
all you have is a banner.
gamers.
All you have
Yeah,
is a banner.
yeah. It's just I wore my Kaita Pro because that's my homies. That's where I was a wrestler from 2000 to 2000 to 2007 with Kaita Pro Wrestling, who put out Sanjay Dutt, Mickey James, Shorty Smalls, Chucky Wynn, and
Don't forget the Druid.
the kayfabe, kayfabe. Uh, can we go to commercial break now?
There
No,
is no
I
commercial
agree with
breaks.
you, but I really like the Charlotte Flair match and Alexa Bliss match. I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was a solid pay per view, even though it didn't have any uh, Extreme Rules matches except for the end. Um, Damian Priest, they're really pushing him hard, which the crowd loves him. So go for it. I was kind of for Jeff Hardy. I'm kind of old school, but we're looking at the Usos one, which I thought they probably would. They want to keep the Roman Reigns gimmick going. That they're the best. I guess call it the bloodline. And
Yeah,
then Bianca beat Becky Lynch, and it was nice to see Sasha Banks come back. She beat them both up. I thought she was just gonna beat up Bianca Belair, and then she started putting the boots to Becky Lynch too. I'd love to see a triple threat match with them three. That would be awesome.
I mean, a lot of people said, "Oh, I thought SummerSlam was great,"
Yeah,
and then Becky Lynch came out. I was like, "Oh, here we go." 20
yeah.
seconds.
20,
20
26 seconds.
seconds.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude,
I still
you
want to see it.
just you
Bianca and
just
them could have and her could have a classic match, but I was good to see Banks back.
yeah, but they basically
Hold on a second. Okay. I'm sorry.
no,
Technical
you're good.
difficulty. All right,
Oh,
go ahead.
first podcast, we're it's there. Um,
Oh,
no, I mean
out of the woods.
they
Okay, cool.
they they basically shitted on Bianca Belair of
Yeah,
everything she did. They just did it for a pop. I mean,
yeah. They could have had a
but
20, 30 minute match if they wanted to.
I
But
thought I
they wanted would they wanted to turn Becky heel, which is working. Well, I thought it was going to turn on Vince, but Becky's a good heel. She's getting a lot of heat. So
yeah
that was part of the planting the seed. Oh, you screwed her So now you're gonna let Becky beat her up and be dominant. So it pissed the fans off. So why not go ahead and turn Becky Hill, which they did. So it worked. I was surprised it worked, but it worked.
Yeah,
Kudos to the writing team.
yeah. It did. They got the pop that they wanted. I would have rather seen at least a 5 minute or a 6 minute match or something because that was
Yeah,
isn't that her hometown?
but
Isn't that her hometown, Bianca Belair? I'm not sure, but they said she had
where
a
was
lot of
it?
family.
It
Is
was
in
in
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, I think it was. I'm not
I mean,
sure.
they
I
said
gotta
that she had
check.
a lot of family
I'm
there.
sure a lot of those smart marks out there will correct me, but I'm no,
Um,
that wasn't her hometown. Her hometown is Los Angeles, California.
Canceled.
Cancel. Hey, my
Hold on, you.
daughter's
Let
saying
me let me
dada,
move
so
this.
I gotta say hey, Kaylin. How you
Hey,
doing, baby?
hey. I
Hey.
gotta move this way so you don't
Man, it
accidentally
gets
see.
dark up in Virginia, up in them woods, quick, don't it?
Yes, we're not in
now,
West
now I
Virginia.
know why Stone Cold was your favorite favorite wrestler.
Actually, it was. Yeah. Well, yeah, he was.
Rest.
Yeah, he was there. But yes, I'm going to
We'll
go
talk.
there.
All right,
I'm
that's
going to
fine.
go there.
Go ahead.
You just mentioned favorite wrestlers,
All
so
right.
I'm just going to run them down. I have four.
All right.
First one,
Four.
Jake the Snake
I didn't
Roberts.
know that. Really, Jake the Snake. I like Jake the Snake too,
Yep.
but I never knew that was a
Scott
man.
Hall,
Well, I knew that. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Steve Austin.
And I know the next one. Da da da.
You can hear him screaming up at us. Chris
You're not
Benoit.
right. Say it again. I don't think they heard it.
I said Chris Benoit. You can hear him screaming up at
Oh,
us instead of watching over
Peacock is
us.
censoring you. Peacock is censoring.
Well, I
Oh
think
Lord,
I
God
think he
bless
has
him.
a son
Yeah,
alive. I don't want think they want to do that.
yeah. All right, all right. Now
Okay.
let's go to a different thing here. I'm gonna kick off. Raw was pretty decent. I give it 4 stars. It was one of the better Raws I've seen in a long time. Uh, it was nice to see Biggie and Bobby Lashley go to town, and Biggie finally getting another pinfall back to back on 2 different nights. Did you watch Raw?
I got I watched parts of it and
Yeah,
I caught up to a lot of it.
yeah. I hear you. We've all
I
got kids, and it's hard to watch it all
well
the time.
I get up at 4 a.m.
I know.
and
I used to
it's
do that
just
shit too. Yeah.
it's I mean like the great Kevin Nash used to say, if you make a show 3 hours, you got to put a catheter in to get through it.
Well,
And I
unless it's
mean,
pay per view, right?
I can get through. I can stay awake completely and be
Hmm.
completely entertained with AEW
Yeah.
because you don't know what they're going to do.
It's 2 hours, and the Rampage is only 1 hour. And it's like you said a few months ago when we were talking that that WWE should do a 1 hour show, and then boom, all of a sudden Rampage came out with all these packed. It's like a pay per view. It's like the old. Remember the old in your houses that were only an hour, but they
Yep.
were packed and they were awesome and it was like $10 or something like that, or
Yep.
20 bucks.
And now it seems like for the past 5 months, if there's not a pay per view, like a good big pay per view, like the main pay per view, if it's WrestleMania or it's SummerSlam or Survivor Series or whatever it is, the last part of Raw has been like watching Shotgun Saturday Night. I mean, you
Shop
know what's you
Saturday night.
you know what's going to happen. I
Uh,
mean, and
yeah,
then
I know.
it's really good though. To be honest, I mean, haven't you noticed that AEW has not had any that many run-ins or
Well,
stuff like that?
except for the elite,
Yeah,
the
but I mean, like
but that
any
they're like
other.
the NWO,
Yeah,
so that's their gimmick. So
I don't know if this is
yeah, I know
true,
what you mean.
but I read that Tony Khan took over for creative and didn't give, and now has not let um, like Cody Rhodes
Really?
and what's his name, Kenny Omega and all them call their own shots in the ring and
Good,
all
good.
that
They
stuff.
should. They shouldn't.
So now it's like the asylum or the prisoners are not running the asylum anymore.
Because that's what screwed
And
up
they
with
said it's getting
WCW at the
better.
end. WCW was like that with Hogan and Nash and all them calling their shots, and you saw how that ended.
Yeah. Oh
They're
yeah.
not here.
I tell you this, SmackDown. It,
Much better show.
oh my God. And I understand why they're getting 2 million people to watch it because it's on five.
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
on
five.
local channels. You don't have to
I
pay
mean,
for. Yeah.
and every match is basically building up to a story. Raw.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard, give him props. Bruce, brother love. I love you. I love brother love. Well, I hated him when I was a kid, but I love him now.
he got a
But
red face. No,
he got a replacement.
like this.
Inside joke. Yeah, all we see now is your cigarette, but this is kind of cool. You're from the dark side, I'm the light side. So
How about
this
this?
is we got that middle finger earlier. That'd be funny if they kicked us off in the first first episode, the pilot episode.
You have to run
No,
it through
go ahead.
us
I
first.
didn't mean to cut you off, but I know exactly what you're saying. SmackDown is better than a whole lot better than Raw, in my opinion. Raw's getting better though. Raw's getting better.
They have a lot of proving for me.
Yeah.
I used to be religiously when I was little, and I
Hmm.
would be like fighting with everybody. No, we have to go home. We have to go home because Raw's coming on. No, we can't go out to eat. You know, I have to see if
Yeah,
Ken
me too.
Shamrock wins.
I was so into it back then. As I was dating I was 22 and dating a 44-year-old who was twice my age. Yeah, and she wanted me to stay the night, and I was like, "No, WrestleMania's on, baby." No joke. I went back home and watched WrestleMania 22 or 12, 20, WrestleMania 20.
20.
I'm dating myself here.
I I
Oh
remember. I
Lord,
remember. I remember where I was watching that
too
at my
hot,
uncle.
too hot, huh?
What? That one got me. You
All
got me
right.
on that one.
Yeah, but it's good. It's get with the fans back. Having the fans back is really helping Raw and SmackDown too. Because I didn't think AEW could do 20,000. You have joined the podcast, my friend. Now we can see you look like Aleister Black or Malachi Black. I don't want to get sued by Vince, but
Follow the
having the
buzzards.
I didn't think what you call AEW could get 20,000 people, and they
Hold
proved me
on.
wrong.
Let me do this real quick. We're here.
Oh, that was pretty cool because he looked like Brody Lee a little bit with the crazy eyes. That was rest in peace. That was nice seeing how. I don't want to jump into Dynamite right now, but that was nice seeing his wife and his daughter, his son. That was awesome. But
Yes.
well, the biggest thing I don't want to gloss over Raw. We had Angel Garza and Eric had a match, is 2 stars. Reggie and Ricochet had double disqualified, 2 stars. Keith Lee smashed Akira Tozawa, 1 star. And Damian Priest beat Sheamus in a 4 star match. For that was a really good match for the U.S. title. No DQ, no countouts. I thought it was
Yep.
better than the Extreme Rules match actually. And then you had Jinder Mahal and his crew beat Jeff Hardy, Mansoor, and Ali, 2 stars. Karrion Cross destroyed Jackson Riker, who I thought was cut from WWE. That was 1 star.
Who was it?
AJ Styles and Matt
Who
Riddle had
who
a
who
four.
did you say you thought was
I
cut?
thought Jackson Riker was cut
Oh,
from WWE. Fake news, man. It's
it's in the media.
I can't do
It's in
Trump.
it's in
I
the
can't do
media.
Trump. God bless him. I can't do a good Trump, but fake news, fake news.
Do you have the papers? Do you
Ah,
have the papers? Well, I'll get you the stats. It's just fake news.
best match of the night: AJ Styles and Matt Riddle. Man, they tore it up like always. Them two are awesome.
Where is Randy Orton?
Oh, he's probably in Cancun.
Uh, 4 weeks. Four
Yeah,
weeks,
pretty
and
soon
he skipped.
pretty soon the 30-day time for defending the titles is going to come up.
Well, the
and they're gonna have to strip them.
he I was reading that he skipped 2 house shows.
Really?
It was a no call, no show, basically.
Well, he's been doing stuff like this all his career. The only reason he's still around, he'll even say it, is because he's so good. you
Yeah,
know?
but I mean, you still got to work.
Yeah. Look at
You
John
I
Cena.
mean,
I hate not to. I hate to give it to
there's
John
nothing.
Cena, but
There's
John
nothing
Cena
wrong with
was
John
one of the
Cena.
hardest work. John Cena was one of the hardest working uh, wrestlers there ever been, in my opinion. He never no showed nothing, not that I
He
know
didn't.
of.
He didn't cry like a big. Am I
Yeah,
allowed to say? Am I allowed to say the p word?
my mom's
Yeah.
watching, but this is
Okay.
we told him ma mature man.
Beep!
Yeah, beep,
Batista.
beep. Oh. And
We
then
we you know yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
you had Charlotte Flair beat. I'm not. I refuse to call her Dewdrop. It's a terrible name. I'm calling her Piper Niven. She deserves better. But they had a 2-star match. Charlotte pretty much smashed her, and then the Big E Bobby Lashley match was phenomenal. I like seeing Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander come back to the Hurt Business. I don't know why they left them in the first place. I thought
I
they were
think. I
like
think
the
they were.
Black Four Horsemen,
I think they
almost.
had the what?
I called them the Black Four Horsemen, African American Four Horsemen.
Okay. I don't want to get canceled.
No, it's
Um.
not anything bad. I just it's just a description, dude. Oh, Brandon,
Sorry.
no, you're all
Okay.
good. Huh.
All right. I think they bring, but they. Blah, 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 blah. I think they brought back the Hurt Business because who who is going to go against the?
Oh, real quick, my wife who's African American said you could say black LOL.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
I think they brought back those guys with them to feud with um, the New Day. They have to. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, yeah.
it's
I understand.
inevitable.
I understand they did that, but Xavier Woods went on a podcast. I don't know it was. I just read about it that he said he would give anything to have the Hurt Business get back together so that those three and those guys and the three on that side could
Yeah,
have some of the biggest
I agree.
matches. So Survivor Series is coming up. So I'm saying if they have MVP, that's four,
Yeah.
and then they would have to find another partner that would
Mhm.
set up a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. The New Day would have to get somebody. They could get Jeff
yeah,
Hardy or something. Jeff Hardy
yeah,
would be
yeah.
fun.
Well, you gotta get somebody else in that.
Oh.
I mean, that's just me. If it's
Well, you
going to
got
be
to
a
hate
main
on
event,
Jeff Hardy.
no, I'm
Jeff
not. But
Hardy's
I mean,
top 50,
he
top
needs to go with
top.
his brother. He needs to go and shine.
Yeah,
He's getting swallowed up.
yeah. I agree.
He's getting written off, and they let him go over that the
Carrying
NXT
Cross.
champion.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Carrying
let him go
Cross.
over top of him. He had no business doing
Which
that.
screwed Carrying Cross. Carrying Cross should have been still be undefeated.
Yeah, he and then what are they doing with him? He's coming out looking like a demolition that's from from Pulp Fiction.
Oh
You know,
Lord.
Eh,
I'm still a fan of Carrying Cross though.
well, yeah. I
Yeah, but I
mean,
know he looks good. Vince. Probably that's probably Vince. If I had to
yeah, that's
guess.
what happens when you get rid of Triple H. Everything gets stupid. I mean,
Well, we'll do that when we get to NXT. We'll talk about that.
we're just jumping all over the
That's
place
all
here.
good. Oh,
You know,
how big a boy are you?
well, I mean, we're
You're good.
live.
I'm gonna go next. It's live, and
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a 3-hour podcast, but let me. We'll go to AEW Dark Elevation. Thunder Rosa and Kayla Sparks, two 2 stars. The Dark Order and defeated KG Crawford, Eric James, Kevin Timms, and Dean. I don't Alexander, 3 stars, and the Big Show beat CPA, VSK, and RSVP in a. Well, that's what these dark and dark elevation have come to been smash matches I've seen. It's just hence the name elevation. They're trying to elevate the stars and doing. But we'll skip that and go to we'll go already to NXT 2.0. So go ahead. What you're going to say about Triple H?
It's gone downhill
I
without him.
agree. I agree.
I mean, even if Triple H had heat with the Steiners, you would have to leave Rick Steiner's son with the name Steiner.
I heard that it was his. It was Steiner's. I heard it was his choice to go with a different name
But he's
that he
stupid.
wanted. I,
You gotta sell the merchandise.
no, I agree. I think he should come out as Rick Steiner Jr. or whatever his name is, Bob Jr. Steiner or whatever.
I mean,
And
I heard him on his debut. They said,
you could.
"Well, he almost looks like the dog faced gremlin."
I
I
know.
heard the comment.
So why not make Steiner the name? And the Steiner should be in the Hall of Fame anyway. This is
Yeah.
another conversation for another podcast, but the Steiners should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I guess
Don't get me stuck.
I
Don't
think
get me started on the Hall of Fame because you know the guy is still yelling from hell that I think should be in there just for his accolades that he did for the business, not what he did to the family. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
No, I agree. It's like O.J. Simpson. I think O.J. Simpson should be in the NFL Hall of Fame. They shouldn't go by what you've done outside. Like it's so stupid. They took Ric Flair out of the thing and put Warrior, and now you can't hear the woo, which everybody loves. They did the same thing to Hulk Hogan when he dropped the N bomb, and he went around and apologized and did everything, and they put him back on. They actually took him out of the Hall
Pe-
of Fame.
People
Uh,
make mistakes,
yeah,
and
we're all human. We all
I
bleed
think the way
red.
this is I think the thing that this is going. You said the thing about Hogan.
Hmm.
I understand that.
Yeah, me too.
I understand that.
Being a husband
Doing
of
yes.
and a daughter that's mixed, I understand it completely.
I mean, you can't do that. That you're you a person shouldn't do that in the first place
Yeah,
at all.
true.
To be honest with you, and when you do something like that, and then all of a sudden you're a public figure like him, what do you think
Yeah,
is going to happen?
yeah. You can't equate the two. Him and what Ric Flair
You,
did, or what Ric Flair
well,
supposedly did.
I was going to say opposably. Where was this at
I
20
don't
years
even know.
ago?
It's just like anything else. I don't know.
I'm oh shit.
You all right?
Yeah, the goddamn light went out.
Bray Wyatt has left the building.
I'm
That's
getting
all right.
tore up.
As long as we can still hear
My
you.
lantern ran
You
out of
you ugly
fuel.
ass. You're ugly anyway. So I don't think anybody wants to see your ass anyway. So as long as we can hear your voluptuous voice.
You
No,
know
but I
what?
agree. I agree. But what I'm saying is that it's just the PC bullshit you hear, and you can't do anything nowadays. And with there's no such thing as free speech anymore. But
But I mean, where was all this crap? I mean, about it. Everybody knew it was. Dude, they were liquored up. They were liquored. I'm gonna have to say it. They were liquored the fuck up.
yeah,
They
on
took
that
out. They
the
took out
plane
five liquor.
plane
Liquor.
ride from hell is
Yeah,
if people don't know what we're
they
talking
took
about.
out five liquor bay. What do they call carts? Are you serious right now?
Pro
And back
wrestlers,
then,
man,
they
they party
weren't even.
hard
They didn't
back
give a
then at
shit
least.
about drugs then. I mean, yeah, they did, but I mean,
Kurt
you hear
Hennig
all the
died
story.
about 6 months later.
He died. He got fired coming off the plane, and he
Because
died two
he took
weeks.
Brock Lesnar down.
Yeah. Well, no, they fought each. They were wrestling each other. They hit the exit door to the plane, and the
Hmm.
alarm went off. And Jr. had to walk in there and go, y'all need to stop this. You know, we're going to die, get sucked out, and be like that movie
Hmm.
Alive. You know, and I mean, I don't know. Okay, let's get, we just went off topic.
It's okay. No, it's I like this is what makes a podcast good. I like going off podcasts and stuff.
But I mean,
I'm just gonna breeze through. I agree with you. Like ever since they took Triple and poor Triple H, I hope he's okay. He had almost a damn heart attack over this damn stuff. It ain't worth your life. uh, but
Vince
but
will make you do some crazy things. I mean, just ask
yeah,
Chris.
There's a lot of stress, but when Triple H was running it, every NXT was like a pay per view. You had to watch it. And
Yeah.
now this 2.0 stuff has just been another. It's like Raw, but with NXT people that you don't know
You
as
want to get
much.
on? Do you want to touch on this draft real quick?
Uh, let's finish with the wrap up, and then we'll do the draft.
Okay. Okay. That's
It's
fine.
all good. No, but I believe with just in closing for the NXT, I agree with you. Triple H had it run, and Shawn had it running. Shawn Michaels had a lot to do with that too, and it's sad to see that Vince is screwing it up. But
Well, Shawn Michaels had a story come out about him that Marty Jannetty put out,
oh
and
yeah,
that was not good. And I'm shocked that he hasn't been
I haven't heard about it. Can you
banned about
elaborate?
that, talking about how they used to go to town as the Rockers and leave women out in the hallway naked, and they'd be all drugged up.
Oh
They
Lord, I
would they
shouldn't
would get
laugh
them
about
all.
that,
They would
but
give them all. They would get them all drugged up. But this is coming from
the
Marty
'80s,
Jannetty.
yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
agreed it. I
now
agreed
he
it.
went to jail. He got
I believe
pedophile
it.
charges against him.
I believe it because look at Ricky Morton in the Rock and Roll Express. Jim Cornette said that he can't remember a show that Ricky Morton didn't have sex before he came out to the from the locker room. You know how many kids Ricky Morton has,
Probably just about as much as Ric Flair.
or what Ric Flair don't the ones we don't know about.
No wonder he's doing
Woo!
car shield commercials.
Oh, jeez. God, God forgive us, Ric Flair, the god of pro wrestling. Woo! All right, but back to NXT. Uh, they had some good matches. Just they're basically just build up smash matches. But Raquel Gonzalez and Frankie Monet had a good match. 3 stars in the main event, women's championship. Roderick Strong and Grayson Waller had a good match. I didn't mark that one, but that one was actually 4 stars. That was the match of the night. Overall, I would say NXT 2.0 was a 3 stars, and I'm being very generous about that. All right, now we'll close out
Very.
to close out the week. We're last night's AEW. I gave 4 stars around the clock, around the board.
Hold
Adam
on.
Cole,
You gave that thing 4 stars,
yeah.
and you gave Extreme Rules 5.
No, I gave Extreme Rules 4 stars.
No, come on. Let's be honest.
I am honest.
A TV show is better than the pay per view.
I would say it's better. But I can't. It's really hard for me to give a show 5 stars nowadays, unless it's the last
I
one.
can I
Last
can I
week's
can I can
last
give it
week's
to.
last week's AEW Dynamite was 5 stars by far
Okay.
because it card to card.
I can
Well,
I can
you
I
know
can
why?
agree.
Because
I can
let me
agree
tell
with
you.
that.
Let me tell you why. Because you had the Bear Country Ambrose and Kingston and Darby Allen
Smith.
was only. Rest in peace, Smith. For all you don't know, he was a classic. I thought you were gonna do the voice through the whole thing, man.
Oh,
Oh well, no
well,
one would know what we're talking about anyway.
we'll have to do that for a different day,
My
brother.
my my wife said "woo" to Ric Flair, so she doesn't care about what he did either. But this is the reason why that was only a 3 star match, and then Anna Jay and Ty Cottney and Penalty Four, and then the Bunny was only a 3 star match.
Did you know that Kenny Omega does the writing for the women's matches on AEW?
Really,
Yeah, he's the one that puts it together.
I didn't know that. I knew Cody
I
Rhodes had a lot to do with it.
They pulled a lot of his power.
That's why he's turning heel. I think people are shitting on him.
No, I mean in the back. They pulled a lot of his power.
Who's that? Kenny or
No,
Cody?
Cody.
Okay, good.
And I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, go ahead.
But Adam Cole and Jungle Boy was a classic. It was 4 stars. I
Yeah.
love that match. Great way to start it off. Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson beating Matt Sydal and Dante Martin 4 stars. That Dante Martin kid, I don't know. I never heard him speak, so I don't know if he's a good promo or not. But that kid can go as far as today. He ain't like back in the day where you tell a story like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, old school style. But in today's new school style with all the flips and stuff and all this shots here and there. He's going to be a star because he's only in his 20s, I think. Would you agree, Dante
Yeah,
Martin?
yeah, he's good. I think he's
Mhm.
good.
I want to
I
hear
just
a
hope he doesn't get. I
promo.
hope he doesn't get swallowed up.
Yeah, I hope he. I want to hear a promo and see if he can do that. Because let's face it, Jungle Boy ain't the best promo.
No, he.
They got a lot to learn. They're both as phenomenal athletes, and I love to see them in the ring. But they got to learn to
I
speak
want. I
on
want
the.
to see him one time come out to the theme song of 91210.
Who?
91210
Oh Lord,
because of his dad.
I never. Yeah,
His
that'd be
dad
awesome.
was Luke
That's right.
Perry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah,
Din 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 din
never watched it.
din. Next,
Ah, you're younger than me, so good Lord knows what you were doing watching that. But anyway,
I had a
uh,
cousin.
you had a cousin, is
Had
what
a
you said.
cousin that watched it. Tracy. She
Oh,
watched it
okay.
religiously.
Because I never mind.
Yep, she lived with us. Everybody lived with us.
All right, cool. I
Anyway,
was,
go
I
ahead.
lost it. And then
Her.
the Dark Order and Orange Cassidy beat the Hardy Family Order 4 stars. And the main event was phenomenal. I didn't see this coming. I thought Rusev was gonna job him out again. 4 stars, phenomenal. It's great to see Sammy Guevara win the title. That was a phenomenal way to end the
I
end
want
the
him to
show.
come back out with the panda hat.
That got him so much heat though.
I was there
Uh-huh.
live. That's where I bought this.
Oh yeah, it was in DC, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I was there.
2019.
Me and my buddy John Hughes went.
John,
Yep.
another John.
Another John.
Are you cheating on me, Brandon?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
But and it was cool. If I watched the Rhodes show afterwards, which I thought
I
was
I
phenomenal.
couldn't find it
It was
online.
on the same channel.
I did. I went right to sleep after the last
Oh
match.
yeah, you poor guy, you got to work.
So
But if you had watched that Rhodes, they did a live interview with Sammy Guevara
the first episode.
on the first episode on the commercial break, and he said that what's his face Bobby Fish challenged him to the TNT title. He's like, you're not even in AEW, and you're challenging me. I challenge accepted. And then Ethan, by the way, I got the best pair of tits in their business. Ethan Page, I got the tightest tits in the business. That just had me rolling, man. He's gonna be if they do it right, he'll be a multiple world champion. But they Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky came out and challenged Garvea. I don't know how to say his name necessarily, but anyway, they challenged him to a TNT, and then they got in a brawl and stuff like that. But it's great to see Sammy get a belt.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. We're
I ha- my
no,
my service in the house is not that good, so I have to
we
sit
are
out here
we.
by the car. And if I go outside,
That's all
it's
good,
just
brother. we we are bringing it to you live, folks. This is our first. This is our episode 1, and we're gonna get a new background because this is my wife. I love my wife to death, but I don't think it's all manly in the background. So I'm gonna get me a
really
poster or
liking.
something to put back there.
I'm really liking Nightmare Before Christmas though.
Yeah, we got it all
I
over our house, brother. So
I do like me and my kids. We watch my oldest Sophie likes
get
that
it
movie.
get it off the topic. Is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Christmas, but they show it during Halloween.
Yeah, I say both. I
Yeah.
say both. I know it's a Christmas movie, but I like to watch it during Halloween. Gives me the Halloween vibes a little bit.
Would you get in the box? A head.
Oh Lord, have mercy. All right, but back to Sammy Guevara winning the TNT title. What do you think about Sammy?
About time.
Yeah,
It's about time.
it was shocking. I really was surprised when Rusev got pinned straight in the
When
middle,
I
no
saw his
gimmicks.
friend, I'm terrible with these names from Mexico. I swear to God, I if it doesn't end in if it doesn't.
That's not even
We
the
can't do
right
that.
insult. That's not even the right insult. That's for well, we'll
Yeah,
stop.
yeah, that's over there. Um,
Over there.
Thanks,
Over
Biden.
there.
So anyway,
Wow. No
yeah,
politics, man.
yeah,
Come on.
okay, yeah, good job, he did. Um,
Come
so
on.
anyway, yeah, if it doesn't have a Guerrero at the end of it, I sound like a dick, but
You are Dick, sir.
I forget these people's names.
In the immortal words dub, you are Dick, sir.
I will take that. I will. You know, hey, I've
Well,
been called worse.
we've all been dicks at one time. Okay, it's all good.
So
But I know what you're saying, though. It was a hell of a match, and it's
he needed
yeah.
that because he was getting, like I said, swallowed up. I
Hmm.
mean, uh,
They got. That's why
Jake, they need
I'm.
to make two more titles, single titles. I
No,
think,
that'd be too much.
Well, dude, you got the TNA title. There
Hmm.
was a rumor that they were going to make
It's
a
the not TNA
trios.
title. It's the TNT
Oh,
title, Brandon.
TNT title. Well, they bought them. Um, they're sharing companies.
I know.
Um, they need to make something like the Intercontinental title there.
That is the Intercontinental title, in my
Okay, a
opinion.
U.S. title. How's that?
No, but that's just the reason. Only reason they got a U.S.
There's
title
only
is
two titles
there's
other
only
than tag.
two shows. That's see, I'm old school. The less titles better because it gets confusing about who's who. He
Create
now
one more title,
for what the
and they're talking
cruiserweight
about
title maybe.
no, everybody would be in that category.
Yeah, they're the whole
Um,
that's the whole roster almost.
you want to be the champion? Yes. Um,
Yes.
yes.
Mm.
Come on, brother. Sorry, Dusty. Rest in peace. They're talking about making a trio
My wife,
title.
real quick. My wife said canceled. Go ahead. A trio title, a
Yeah,
6-man title.
yeah.
Now that would be good.
They're talking about doing that
That would be good.
because there's so many factions.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, you could do Dark Order or anybody.
yeah, and then especially whenever Bray shows up,
Yeah. Is now where's Braun Strowman in the is he supposed to go to Impact?
I don't know where he's at. I don't know. There's so many. There's
You
so
know what I
much
would
stuff coming around, and
you know
it's
what
like
I would do if I was Vince? I would have instead of releasing them, what I would have done with them too is I would have released them and have all us like go, "Oh, why did they do that?" like we're doing right now and then bring them back not like an NWO, but have them well, kind of like an NWO, and have them come back with no contracts and destroy everything and come back and just be him and Bray, the Wyatt
like the
family again.
Nexus did,
Well, not like the Nexus, that was stupid, but
where they tore up the ring,
well,
basically.
they did that with they tried to do that with
On
Mansoor, but what I'm talking about is like beating people up and getting a lot of heat and stuff like that. But that would be genius to bring them back like in the crowd or something. Like they don't work here, like Hall and Nash almost kind of like.
Yeah, but they're too. They would have to go to a different show to do that. You bring Braun Strowman back in WWE, he's gonna be Braun Strowman.
Yeah. All right.
It wouldn't work.
So you haven't heard anything about Braun where he's going or anything?
There's so many things
These
going around
rumors.
saying
Yeah.
um um I know Ring of Honor's not interested in him. They've already
Well,
came
the
out
Ring
and
of
said
Honor,
that.
that's wouldn't work for him. What is he? Was Braun going to be the pure champion?
Well, yeah, but AEW just signed a person from Ring of Honor today.
Yeah, no, I'm not cutting Ring of Honor down. I'm
No,
just I love the matter of fact the pure division is really if you like real wrestling like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels used to do back in the day, old school wrestling, watch Ring of Honor because they got a pure division which is strictly just old school wrestling, which I really enjoy a lot. We get it down here. It comes on at 12 in the morning. You got to find Ring of Honor. It's hard to find it, but if you find it and record it, it's a really good product. But getting off topic here, what were we talking about? Braun Strowman. So yeah. But my thing is, if a if AEW brings in too many people, then any people like Guevara and stuff are going to get washed out of the system and overshine. Don't you think?
well. That's why in 2022 January 5th they're going to TBS for 2.5 hours instead of 3 hours because they're going to have 2.5 hours of pure nothing but wrestling on there. Or no,
Okay.
2 hours of pure wrestling, 30 minutes of commercials. So, and then I think they're going to also, when they get the contract going for TBS, they're also going to run
Mothership.
like canceled. Um,
Rest in peace.
there you go. They're also going to throw. They said pay-per-views on TNT, like Clash of the Champions
Oh
used to
yeah.
do.
Like to do they do that now. Like they did Bash at the Beach that one year. They done the Grand Slam last week was like a pay per view in my opinion.
Yep.
They're already starting to do that.
Why
So,
can't they just stick with the ring, with the ramp going to the ring, like they did at the Grand Slam,
hmm
instead of that ramp that WWE does? I hate that entrance. That's
hmm
the only reason I liked the Clash of the Champions, because you had that ramp. It just did something.
God, God damn it! I hear you, man.
You
I
gonna
hear
get
you,
them
but
beds by yourself.
yeah. But a lot of inside jokes here, and the people
Yeah.
already know we're morons anyway. So fuck it. All right. But it was great to see Sammy. That really surprised me. The show overall was a four stars. If okay, 4 stars plus. It was better than Extreme Rules, but it was still 4 stars in my opinion. And that brings us to Impact, which is on tonight, which I'll watch
Oh
tomorrow.
shit.
Braun might show up and destroy all 6 of their roster. And there he is.
Okay, I'm
What's
sorry.
everybody like?
There we go.
Oh Jesus! All right, cutting it. We cut it. That first segment's supposed to be only 30 minutes, but this is great. We're. I'm not even hardly looking at the time. So we're done with the week
Okay.
review. What's your predictions for this week?
Sammy Guerrero retains. I think I can't call Raw because God knows what's going to fucking happen on there. Because what you just said, oh yeah, it was a 4-star thing on Raw. Okay, well,
No, I
okay.
didn't say not Raw.
Oh
I said let me I said oh I did. Yeah, four
yeah,
star Raw.
I got it. Yeah, I heard
All
you.
because of
No,
the main
but
event.
but
The
what
main
I'm get
event made it 4 stars.
what I'm getting to is you don't know what they're going to do. They could have the goddamn gobbledygooker come out there again, and all of a sudden
Hector.
you're just sitting there going, "What the hell is this?" You know. And then you get to the draft. What I was
Oh,
talking
that's
about
what we're going to
earlier,
talk about. Let's
the
go. Let's talk
draft.
about the draft. Go
Okay,
ahead.
there. All it is it's going to be the people from SmackDown coming over to Raw, and then vice versa. God damn it!
God hates
It
you.
it's just going to be. I don't
Hay
know.
fever.
I like I said,
Excuse me.
they have a lot. They have to sell me again on
Yeah. Well,
Raw
now that Vince
because
has screwed up NXT, you can't even watch WWE anymore. I watch it
I
for homework reasons
I tell you right
for this
now,
podcast.
I tell you what's going to happen,
The pay per views are
and
good
and
though.
and let's see this. Hear me out. the The draft is going to be 60% NXT.
Yeah,
Mark
because
my
all they got all
words.
yeah because they got all those new people on NXT that they're
Mark
gonna.
my words. They're
Where
going
the
to get
hell
rid of.
is Velveteen Dream? By the way,
He got fired.
I know he did, but it's been so long. You think AEW would have picked up on
They
him?
said that he was talking to a minor online,
Oh,
and I actually liked that guy.
yeah, me too.
I
That's a
did,
shame.
and I was
I
really
thought he could
hoping.
have been a. I thought he could have been a uh, a multiple world champion. His gimmick was is phenomenal, and his in ring performance was great.
Why are all the people from around this area dicks? You got the Batista. He's the dumbest one out of all of them, just
I
about.
don't know him personally, so
Yeah, he's just an asshole from what I've heard.
from
And
what
then
you
you
heard,
got, and then you
okay.
got, and then you got Velveteen Dream doing that. He said, "Oh, well." That's not. I wasn't
He
talking to
might
him.
not know. He might not know. They might have
The guy
tricked
told
him.
him his age.
Oh, a guy?
It
It's
was
not
a
a
kid. It
girl.
was a kid. He was a 13-year-old kid.
It was a. It was a dude. Wasn't
I
even a
believe
girl.
so. I believe so. It was like
Not that it
six,
matters at
7 months
that point.
ago.
Yeah, you got to
But
string him
anyway,
up.
what I'm saying is, I
Well,
bet you
that's
that
just a rumor.
NXT.
That's just a rumor. That's innocent till proven guilty.
Well, he ain't there,
Yeah, they ain't in
so something's got to be
AEW.
going on. But
Just like
anyway,
Lars Sullivan, the shyster. Ah!
ah, ah. Oh, here we go. They're coming out of the woodwork now. Well,
Oh, most
well,
controversial
this was
podcast ever.
this was fun. This
No,
was fun.
we're not
I
done
bet.
yet.
Hey,
We're
hey.
not done
No,
yet.
I know, but we're getting ready to get canceled after that one. I bet you. Hey, and if we are, we're gonna get away with this one. I bet you, Lars Sullivan's favorite match was WrestleMania. What was it? WrestleMania 6. Is that Hogan and Warrior?
Yeah,
Yeah, the thermos.
the
Yeah,
thermos.
the thermos. That both guys were just like trying to show off in the ring with their.
What do you? That
Okay,
was my favorite match. Jack, you knew.
he
See, you
had him
knew.
in. He's got him in the
You
powers. He's like,
you knew.
look at the
You
thermos.
you knew that that was my favorite match, you dick, and you made it like it was something inhuman.
He's like, look at the thermos.
That was the best, one of the best matches ever. You're crazy, out of your control. We were all kids. We were all either for Warrior or Hogan at that point.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell did it? Hogan? Well, we'll dig into that later.
Yeah, my favorite was Virgil. All right, go ahead,
Did you say Virgil?
Virgil.
Jimmy Z's got a good good story about Virgil, but anyway,
Well, why don't
I
you tell him that story
digress.
about when I first met him watching the Royal Rumble? I'll do anything to get in wrestling. Shit, I'll run around in pink, you know. And he's like, really? You would? I was like, no,
He
no,
was testing you.
yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
All right. All right. We were only supposed to go 30 minutes on that segment, but 52 minutes into it. Let's dive into the every week on this podcast you're going to get my wife has got yep, you're canceled. She's in tears. I love you, babe.
Was it the
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Or was it the too wow, wow. Uh that would be a too hard situation to stop.
Is that Hawk? Is that Animal?
Animal.
No, that's Lord Sullivan.
Dude,
Okay, sorry.
did he just say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you can't say that word.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
fucked. All
Yeah.
right.
You're.
Well, anyway,
Well, episode 1 ends with episode 1.
I apologize about that one. That was it.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Thank God we're not in June. All right, go ahead.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. Every week on this podcast, if you're still watching, if you're still watching, we're gonna take a classic. We're gonna take a classic. We're gonna take a. We're gonna take a classic match and
Segment.
dissect it. No, a match
Okay.
from. Let me talk. Can I finish? Can I finish? And dissect it and tell us about storylines and just talk about it. So this match we're talking about is the screw job. Bret Hart, WWE champion at the time, versus Shawn Michaels, the challenger at Montreal, Montreal, 1997. I just watched it the other day, 2 days ago, I think. Well, I thought it was a great match and everything. Of course, everybody remembers the screw job, but if you watch that match, which I did a couple days ago, imagine it was really, really stiff. And what we mean by stiff is it was very the punches. Dude, I can't with you. Uh, well, you could really feel the punch.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's all good. What do you think about
The last segment
the
means like
screw job?
very stiff. All right,
Stiff.
go ahead. Yeah.
Some racial slurs. This is great. All right. No, I was just saying it was really I can't even because I was
Technical,
because
and it was hard
I was
hitting.
gonna stay hard, but
It was hard hitting and technical wrestling going
oh
on.
lord. Um, but anyway, yeah, it was hard hitting and all this kind of stuff. And mm. but one thing I noticed on the replay is when Brett or Shawn Michaels comes out of they show him coming out of a dressing room with DX on it, and if you look in the back, you can see the British Bulldog go into the same dressing room. But when uh when Bret Hart comes out, uh, he comes out of a different dressing room. I'm wondering why British Bulldog and Shawn Michaels were in the same dressing room.
Concussions. He probably got lost.
He hadn't
No, I
started
don't know.
getting
No,
he
I don't
hasn't
know.
started getting hurt. No,
He
my point is I told you this years ago. I think it was the biggest work in the business ever. I think Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and Vince came up with it so they could create the Vince McMahon heel character. Because if you remember, Vince, Bret screwed Bret. That made him the most hated.
I think it
Uh,
was an accident
you think it was an accident? How can it be an accident?
because they said not to bring any. He didn't want any of his. He didn't want his belt going to another show. And look what happened before that happened. Who did that before?
Oh, Ric Flair came to. I know Ric Flair came to
So
WWE as the real world champ. Woo!
wouldn't that be a one
91.
like a one up?
Yeah,
Like, oh, he came to ours, now he's going to
as the real
yours.
world
But
champion.
what
Yep.
about the women's title when she dropped it in the trash can
Yeah.
and ruined the women's division for 5 years?
Yeah. Well, there was no women wrestling back where unless they were Japanese.
No, it was Alundra Blaze
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm
did
saying.
it.
It was all Japanese women's wrestling, and back then was just Japanese and Alundra
I think
Blaze.
Vince didn't want to get humiliated when they were going head to head.
Yeah, but I still think it was a way to get Vince over as the top heel of the business.
I I I I don't I don't think
They'll
I don't
never
know.
admit
I
it.
mean, we're going to agree to disagree with that one because I don't think
But
that.
why was no seriously though? Why would British Bulldog be in Shawn Michaels' dressing room? They're not friends.
I guess trying to figure out what the hell happened. It's the only thing I can do. I
Yeah.
mean, if you worked with someone since he's been there since the Rockers,
Mhm.
Bulldog got there in what 91, left in 92,
Well, no, Bulldog was there
93.
as the Bulldogs back in
Yeah,
the
but
mid
he
'80s.
left and went to
Oh
WCW,
yeah, and came back in
and then he came
'94.
back in 94. So
Mm-hmm.
he's worked with these guys for months and or years. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's probably saying, "Hey man, what's going on? You know,
Mm-hmm.
who's calling this? Oh, I didn't know it. I didn't know anything about it. Blah
Well,
blah
we
blah
can't ask
blah."
him. Well, he took that to the grave. It's just an interesting thing I saw. I looked at it. I'm like, I still think it was a work. They'll never admit it. I think the heat between him, Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart was real, but I still think it was a work because they were trying to figure out a way to get the belt off of Bret Hart without making him look like a loser. And
Well, he told him that he wouldn't job to him, but he would give up the belt.
hmm
And Vince said no. Well,
hmm
Vince is a dickhead. That guy was a
you know the
workhorse
man,
for him. Yeah, he was a workhorse for him.
yeah.
It cost him a marriage.
hmm
I mean,
And with that, we're gonna end the podcast, the one and only, now because of me. But did you have fun? I
yeah,
had fun. And
it
please
was
don't
good.
take the way we talk as anything. We're just two idiots that really like wrestling a lot.
What you see is what you get.
All right, bud.
Oh, hold
We'll see
on.
you next week if don't pull the plug. All
I'll talk to
right.
you Saturday.
Talk to you Saturday. Mm. Oh wait, no. Let's do it.
Hey, we're here still.
All right, we're out.